In this video, we're going to be looking at circles in the coordinate plane. If you find this video helpful, share, like, and subscribe. Circles in the coordinate plane. So let this point, xy, be a point anywhere around the circle where the r here is a radius and y is a leg and another is a leg. So what you can see in here is that we have formed a right-angled triangle. So having said that, in the triangle, we are going to look at the following parts. The r now represents your length of hypotenuse, the radius in itself. The x and the y are actually the length of the two legs. So let's look at this right-angled triangle again. So if you're going to be looking at Pythagorean theorem, then we can say that this is going to be x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Okay. So with this in mind right now, that x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared, this is what you call the equation of a circle with a center at origin. Okay, write an equation of a circle. Okay, so if you're going to notice all the circles in this coordinate plane, the center is actually at the 0, 0 or point of origin. So let's say that our center here is 0, 0. Okay, let's also remember that the equation of our circle here is x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Okay, let us write that one. X squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. Okay, so let's look at the size of the radius. So from the point of origin 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is actually 4 units. It means to say this is also going to be 4 units. This is going to be 4 units. And this is going to be 4 units. So to write the equation of the circle coming from the center, we can just fill this up with the radius size. So that's going to be x squared plus y squared is equal to 4 squared. Now, this is not yet fully simplified. The full answer here is going to be x squared plus y squared is equal to 16. So with this given circle in here, this is the equation of our circle. Okay, let's go for this next example. Okay, remember that our center here is actually at 0, 0 here. So we're going to count the units of radius. It's going to be 1 and 2. So this is going to be 2 units. It means to say this is 2 units, this is 2 units, and this is 2 units. So putting up or substituting it into our equation, x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. How our r squared here is going to be 2. Okay, y squared is equal to 2 square. And 2 square is equal to 4. Okay, y squared is equal to 4. So this is your equation for this circle that is centered at 0, 0 or point of origin. Okay, let's go for one more example in here. Let's write the equation of this circle that is centered at 0, 0 or point of origin. Okay, let's count the number of units for its radius. From center to here, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be 3 units. This is 3 units. This is 3 units. And this is 3 units. So the radius is 3. So x squared, it's going to be x squared plus y squared is equal to 3 squared. Finalizing your answer is going to give you x squared plus y squared is equal to 9. Okay, so I hope you understand this simple introduction on writing the equation of a circle where the center is 0, 0 or point of origin. Now, let's look at the standard equation of a circle. Okay, in this standard equation of a circle, the circle is not actually in the origin. It's actually somewhere else in the plane. So just like what you can see in here, what you can see in here actually is the x and y, but it's not actually, the circle is not actually at the origin. So in the coordinate plane, the standard equation of a circle with a center of hk and radius r is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So if you're going to compare what we have done earlier, the the equation of the circle x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. This is the equation where the center is actually located at 0, 0. For this standard equation of a circle, we are looking at the center as the hk. Okay, so these are your h and your k. The h is the x-coordinate of the center. So something here, if you're going to be looking at this part, this diagram, that h is here and that k is on your y coordinate. Okay, so let's look at this one. Let's write the standard equation of a circle in this graph. Okay, so what did you notice in here? The center is at 2, 1. Now, what do you think is the radius? That's gonna be, if we're going to count from the center, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. So this is going to be 3 units. So let's write the standard equation of a circle with the center 2, -1 and radius 3. Okay, let me just write this one. The standard equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So here, we're gonna copy the x. Our h here is 2 plus our y here is the same, and k is -1, so my minus 1 minus 1 square is equal to, the radius is 3, so it's gonna be 3 square. Okay, so let's finalize our answer. X minus 2 square plus y negative multiplied by a negative will give you positive 1 square is equal to 9. So this is now going to be the equation of the circle where the center is located at 2, -1. Okay, so let's look at this circle in here. What do you think is the center in here? So the center, if we're going to be looking at it, is actually located at 1, 2, 3. That's going to be -3. And going up 1 and 2, that's going to give you 2. Now, let's write the equation of this. Say x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Let's count the radius. This is going to be from the center, it's only 1 and 2. This is only 2 units. Okay, let's fill in or substitute all these coordinates of h and k in our center. Okay, so that's going to be x minus 3 square plus y minus 2 square is equal to 2 square. Simplifying further, it's going to give you x plus 3 square plus y minus 2 square is equal to 4. So that is your equation in there. Okay, one more. Here, what do you think is the center? The center is located at, my x is going to be 0 and my y is going to be 1. So that's going to be my h and my k. Now let's write the standard equation. X minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r squared. What is the radius? From the center, 1, 2, that's only 2 units. Okay, let's substitute everything. X minus 0 square plus y minus 1 square is equal to 2 square. Now, x minus 0 is going to just be the same as x, so we're going to leave it as x squared plus y minus 1 square is equal to 4. Okay, so this is your equation for this given circle on the graph. Okay, let's graph a circle. Graph the given equation of the circle. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to take here is the center. Where do you think is the center of this circle? Okay, the circle center is located at 1 and 2. Okay, the radius will be the square root of 4, wherein it's gonna get you plus or minus 2. Okay, so let's graph that one. Our 1, 2 is going to be somewhere here, 1, and then 2 is here. And then 2 units, 1, 2 on the left. Sorry, on the right. This is my right side. 1, 2. On the top is 1, 2. And 1, 2 in here. So it may not be a perfect circle, but at least you can see what I'm trying to do in here. So this is going to be the graph of the circle given x minus 1 square plus y minus 2 square is equal to 4. Okay, let's try this number B, letter B, I mean. So x plus 2 square plus y square is equal to 4. So the first thing we're going to get again here is the center. My center is located at negative 2, 0. And my radius is going to be the square root again of 4, which is r is equal to plus or minus 2. Okay, negative 2, 0, the center is here. And it says that plus 2 or minus 2. It means to say that 2 units on the right, 2 units on the left, 2 units on the top, and 2 units down below. Okay, so if we're going to be creating a sketch of the circle, it's going to be looking this way. Okay, this is the so this is the graph of this given equation of the circle x plus 2 squared plus y squared is equal to 4. Okay, equation of a circle x minus h squared plus y minus k square is equal to r square. The center is equal to hk and the radius is r. Okay, number 1, graph the following circle. Okay, our center in this number 1 is going to be, the center is going to be 1 and then 3. And the radius is going to be the square root of 4, which means r is equal to plus or minus 2. Okay, so let's look at our 1, 3. 1, this is going to be my 1. 1, 2, 3. This is my 3, so it's going to be here. That's my center. 1, 2. Then 1, 2. 1 and 2. Here, 1 and 2 units. So I'm going to just roughly sketch my circle here. Okay, so this is going to be the graph of that. Next, letter B. Find the center. The center is going to be at 4 and then 2. And the radius is going to be 3 only. Okay, why 3? That's going to be the square root of 9. So it's just going to be like this one. Remember that 9, r squared, here is going to be 9. So if I'm going to find my r only, I'm going to take the square root of both sides, and that's going to give me r is equal to 3. That's why the radius is only 3. Okay, let's locate our center. 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to be my 4, and this is going to be my 2. So they're going to meet in here. It says 3 units, 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be my main point here. 1, 2, and 3. There, 1, 2, and 3. And then 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I'm just going to sketch it. Okay, there you go. And then down below. And here. Okay, so this is now the graph of this equation that has been given. Letter C. Do the same thing again. Now remember that this is the first one that's written here is y, it's not x. Compared to the earlier ones, just like this one in letter B, you can see that x came first. Here in letter C, y came first, so don't get confused. Still, your center is going to be hk, and that hk in this case is going to be -1 and -3 with a radius of 4. Square root of 16 is 4. Okay, so let's find -1, -3. This is my negative 1, 1, 2, and 3. So this is going to be my negative 3. They're going to meet somewhere here. 4 units, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's going to be there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's quite a big circle. Okay, there you go. And then let's there you go. It's not very accurate, but at least you can see the circle in there. Okay, so that's how big our circle in here. Okay, this time in the second part, for each circle, identify its center and radius. Okay, this is very nice and it's quite easy also. So the center is going to be, remember this is our h and this is our k, and that's going to be our r squared. What we needed is to find the r. So the center is going to be negative 2 and 5, and the radius is going to be 6. The square root of 36 is 6. Next, here, if you can see that there's only x squared in there, it means that's going to be 0. Okay, so that's going to be 0 and 9. Okay, what about this one? If you have your r squared here, r squared is equal to 18. So if I'm going to take the square root of both sides, then my r is only the square root of 18. Now, we don't have to simplify this one. Let's stick to that. So the radius here is going to be square root of 18. Okay, so as simple as that. Okay, letter C, y plus 1. Again, don't get confused. The y came first. Your center is always in the form of h and k, and that will never change. So in here, my h here is negative 7, and my y is, my k is negative 1. Now, same situation where our r squared is equal to 24. Getting the square root of both sides, we're going to just be given square root of 24. So in this case, it's square root of 24. Okay, what's next? Write the equation of the following circles. Okay, so first let's look at the center. Center is h and k. So in this case, it's going to be, let's look at this one. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be negative 5. And going up from here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4. It's going to get you 4. The radius. Let me see the radius. 1, 2, from the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's going to be 5 units only. So if I'm going to create its equation, the equation now is going to be x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Okay, fill up the h. That's gonna be x minus 5 squared plus y minus 4 is equal to 5 squared. So, okay, simplify everything now. Let me just write in here. That's gonna be x plus 5, don't forget the square, plus y minus 4 square is equal to 25. This is our equation for this circle. Okay, next. Okay, the center is located at this one. The center is located at, this is going to be 1. This is 1, and this is 1, 2, 3. This is negative 3. Okay, the radius is equivalent to 1, 2, 3, and 4 only. Okay, so x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. X minus 1 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 4 squared. So simplifying everything, that's going to give you x minus 1 squared plus y plus 3. Okay, that's going to be square is equal to 16. Okay, so this is the equation of this circle. Okay, here, give the equation of the circle that is tangent to the y-axis and center is negative 3, 2. So it says that the center here, the center is gonna be located at 3, C. Let me just write the C. C is located at negative 3 and then 2, and it's tangent to the y-axis. Now let's enlarge this graph. So the center is 3, negative 2. Let's look at that part. 3, negative 2. That's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. And then negative 2. And then it says that it's tangent to the y-axis. If it is tangent to the y-axis, it means it's going to be 1, 2, 3. That's going to be 3 units on the for each side. Okay, from the center, 3 units. 1, 2, and 3. So if it is tangent, it goes this way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, it goes this way. And voila. Okay, that's our circle. Now they're asking us for the equation. So let's give the equation. We already know the radius. That's going to be 3. R is equal to 3 units. Therefore, we can now say that with that h and k values, so we can say that the equation is going to be x minus 3 square plus y minus 2 square is equal to 3 square. Okay, finalizing it, that's gonna give you x plus 3 square plus y minus 2 square is equal to 9. Okay, give the equation of the circle that is tangent to the x-axis and the center is 5, 7. Okay, so let's look at this one. It says that the center is 5, 7. Center is 5, 7. Let me just write that. 5 and negative 7. And they said that it is tangent to the x-axis. Okay, so let's locate our center first on this graph. So 5, negative 7. This is my 5 here, and my negative 7 is this one. So they're gonna meet somewhere here. Okay. And it says that it's tangent to the x-axis. Okay, this is our x-axis. Okay, I guess my graph is way too small. But let's look at if it is tangent from the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 units if it is going to be tangent to the circle. Okay, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it's going to be somewhere like this. Okay, okay. Pardon me for this one. So I can only draw this much because it's going to be going out in there. Okay, okay, but at least you have seen the idea. Okay, so given that now the radius is actually equal to 7, so r is equal to 7, and still we can get the equation of the circle that is tangent to this x-axis. So that's gonna be x minus 5 square plus y minus 7 is plus 7 square. 7 square is 49. Okay, so I wrote it directly in there. So that is the equation of your circle that is tangent to the x-axis with the center 5, negative 7. Okay, let's convert this equation. Converting equations of circle from general form into a standard form of a circle. Okay, 6a. So if you're going to be looking at this form, x squared plus y squared minus 4x plus 10y minus 7 is equal to 0. This is what you call the general form of a circle. So we are going to convert this into a standard equation of a circle. Okay, let's start. I'm going to put all the x together. That's going to be x squared minus 4x, and I'm going to add one box in here because we're going to complete the square. then plus y squared again, and then that's going to be plus 10y, and then I'm going to leave another box in here, and that's gonna give you, what will I do with this is I'm going to put it on the other side, so that's gonna give you 7, and then I'm going to add more 2 boxes in here. Okay, that's going to give me my total in here. Okay, so if you remember, we're going to in completing the square, we're going to get the second term. Okay, we're gonna get the second term, and we're going to divide it by 2, then square it. So it looks this way. Like it's gonna be b over 2 and then square. So in this case, our b here is negative 4. Negative 4 over 2 and then square. So that's going to give you negative 2 and then square it again. It's gonna give you 4. So this is going to be 4, and the first box in here is also going to be 4. Okay, we'll do the same thing with the y part. Okay, the y part is going to have the middle term is going to be 10 over 2 and then square it. So that's going to be 5 square, and 5 square is 25. So here that's going to be 25, and also this is going to be 25. Now we're going to put this into a form this way: x minus 2 square. Okay, and then this is going to be y plus 5 square is equal to, we add all of this, 25 plus 9 is 29. That's going to give you 36. So this is going to give you 36. So this is now the standard form of the equation of this circle from the general form. From here, we can now get our circle's center. The center now is located at 2 and negative 5, and the radius is 6 units only. So this is the answer to this question. Okay, let's look at 6b. 6b is the same process. We're going to be doing the same thing. Okay, so let's start doing it. Here I would like to use the blue color. Okay, so I'm gonna say x squared plus 8x, and then I'm going to add 1 box to complete the square, plus y squared plus 5y, then plus 1 more box, and what I will do in here is going to transfer it on the other side, so that's gonna give you positive 2. Then I'm going to add 1 more box for this box, and 1 more box for this box, and I'm gonna take the total. Okay, so let's take that again. The middle term of the on the x is going to be 8. 8 divided by 2 square is gonna give you 4. 8 divided by 2 is gonna give you 4 square, and 4 square is 16. So this is gonna give you plus 16, and then plus 16 also in here. The y part is gonna give you 5 over 2 square is gonna give you 25 over 4. Okay, we cannot put it down as this, so it's just going to give you 25 over 4. 25 over 4, and it's going to give you 25 over 4. Okay, so let's now factor them out. That's going to be x plus 4 square plus y plus, this is going to be the factor of that, 5 over 2, and then square, and this is going to be giving you a total of, this will give you 97 over 4. Okay, so we now have our standard form. So from this, we can now get our center. So the center now is located at negative 4 and then negative 5 over 2. And the radius is going to be, okay, here if we're going to be looking at this part, that's going to be your r squared is equal to 97 over 4. If I'm going to take the square root of both sides, then it's going to give you r is equal to square root of 97 over 2. So this is going to give you, the radius now here is going to give you the square root of 97 over 2. Okay, so let's try looking at 6c. That's gonna do the same thing. I hope by this time you already know how to do it. Let's put it x squared minus 2x plus, I'm going to put a big box in here, plus my y squared plus 12y plus a big box in there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the other side. That's gonna give you negative 18 plus one box for the x and one more box for the y. That's gonna give you my total. Okay, so let's complete the square. So on this side, my middle term is negative 2. Negative 2 over 2, and then square it. That's going to give you 1 square. So that's going to be 1, and then that's going to give you 1. Y squared. That's going to, my middle term in this part is going to be 12 over 2, then square it. 12 divided by 2 is going to give you 6, and 6 squared is equal to 36. So this is going to be 36. Of course, that's going to be plus 36 also. So now let's factor it out. X minus 1 square, and then plus y plus 6 square is equal to 36 plus 37. 36 plus 1 is going to give you 37. And then we subtract 18. It's going to give you 19. This is going to be 19. So now we can get the center of the circle, and the center of the circle is actually located at these points. Okay, the C is going to be at 1 and negative 6, and the radius now is going to give you, remember once again on this side, your r squared is equal to 19. Taking the square root of both sides, r is just going to be square root of 19. So here, the radius is going to be square root of 19. That is the answer to that. Okay, so let's look at number 6D. We're going to do the same thing with this one. Okay, well, let's put x and x together, all x terms, minus 10x, and then plus a big box for this square, for us completing the square. Y squared minus 6y, and then one big square again. Okay, so what will I do with the 9 in here? I'm going to transfer it on the other side. It's going to give you negative 9 plus 1 box, and then plus 1 more box. That's going to give you my total later. So let's complete the square on the x side. Negative 10 is my middle term, divided by 2, and then square it. That's going to give you negative 5 square, and negative 5 square is going to give you 25. So this is going to be 25. So plus 25 also on the other side. Next is going to be the y squared. My middle term is negative 6 divided by 2. Square it. Negative 6 divided by 2 is gonna give you negative 3. Square it, and it will become positive 9. So that's gonna be 9, and that's gonna be 9. So now let's factor these two together. X, and then the factor of 25 is gonna be 5. That's gonna be minus square. The factor of my y squared is y. And then this is going to give you 3 minus 3, and then square. Now, if you're going to be looking at on the left side, negative 9 and 9 here will be cancelled because they are both opposite signs. So you're going to only have 25. In that case, we can now get our equation of the line. So we are given already the equation. Now we're going to get the center. The center is going to be located at 5 and 3, and the radius is going to be 5. Okay. Number 7, give the equation of the circle whose A center is 4, negative 2, and goes through 2, 5. So if we're going to write our general equation, x minus h square plus y minus k square is equal to r squared, we can actually notice that that something is missing in here, the radius. We don't know the radius, yeah? So we have to find the radius using the center, this center now, and the points that are the point that has been given us. Okay, let's start. First, let's put in the center in the equation, in the formula. X minus 4 square plus y minus 2 square is equal to r squared. We don't know r squared. Okay, next, let's continue. X minus 4 square plus y plus 2 square is equal to r squared. Now, we're going to use this one. Let's put this as your x and y. We're going to put them in the equation here. Okay, we're going to put them here. This one, substitute it in here. Okay, so once you substitute, then you are going to be able to find what is your r squared. Okay, so let's do that now. So my x here is going to be 2, so 2 minus 4 square. My y is going to be 5. 5 plus 2 square root is equal to my r square. So negative 2 minus 4 is going to give you negative 2 square. 5 plus 2 is going to give you 7 square, and then r squared. So simplify them, that's going to give you 4. This is going to give you 49. Simplify them again. 49 plus 4 is going to give you 53 is equal to r squared. So this is now your r squared. So given that already, now we're going to get or write now the equation, because that's what we have been asked. We need to write the equation of the circle going to this line. So the equation now is going to give you x minus 4 square plus y plus 2 square is equal to 53. Okay, so this is our equation in here. Okay, number 9. Give the equation of a circle whose a endpoints of a diameter at negative 4, 1 and 4, negative 5. Okay, the first thing that you should know here is the midpoint formula. The midpoint formula is to get the center of this diameter, because this is a diameter, okay? So if you're going to cut it in the middle, then you can get the radius of that. So the midpoint formula is going to be x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and then y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, let's fill up all the information here. So this is going to give you, my x1 is negative 4 plus 4 divided by 2. Okay, and the other one is going to give you 1 minus 5 over 2. Now, this is going to give you 0 over 2. 0 divided by 2 is the same as 0. And 1 minus 5 is negative 4. Okay, that's going to give you negative 4. Negative 4 divided by 2 is going to give you negative 2. So this is the center. So this is now the center. What we have taken from this midpoint formula is now the center of the circle. The center of the circle is located at 0, negative 2. 0, negative 2. Okay, so let's put that in our equation. So the equation will look this way. X minus 0 square plus y minus 2 is going to give you plus 2 square is equal to r squared. Now, we don't know r squared again here. So we're going to use either of these 2 points. Here, these 2 points, 4, 5 or negative 4, 1 to get the radius. So let's do that, just like what we have done earlier. Okay, I'm going to choose 4 and 5. Okay, so my x here is going to be 4 minus 0 square plus negative 5 plus 2 square. That's going to give me my radius square. 4 minus 0 is the same as 4. 4 squared. Negative 5 plus 2 is going to give you negative 3 square is equal to r squared. 16 plus 9, it's going to give you your r squared. And 16 plus 9 is 25. Therefore, if I'm going to write it here, my r squared is equal to 25. Okay, so given that now, then I can now give you your equation of the circle, which is going to be x squared plus y plus 2 is equal to 25. Okay, so that is the answer to this question. Okay. 7b. Okay, let's look at 7b. The center is 3, 3 and goes through 1, 1. Still, they're asking us for the equation of the circle. Okay, so let's start. Okay, x minus, the center is 3, 3, so that's going to be x minus 3 square plus y minus 3 square is equal to r squared. We're going to find r squared by using this point. So this is going to be my x, this is going to be my y. So 1 minus 3 square plus 1 minus 3 square again is going to be my r squared. 1 minus 3 is going to be negative 2 square. 1 minus 3 is still the same, negative 2 square is equal to r squared. That's going to give you 4, and then 4 is r squared. Therefore, my r squared here is going to be 8. Okay, so the equation of the line, the equation of the circle now is going to be x minus 3 square plus y minus 3 square is equal to 8. Okay, that is your answer in here. Okay, letter B, the endpoints of a diameter. Okay, so we're going to use our midpoint formula. Midpoint formula is going to give you x1 plus x2 over 2, and then y1 plus y2 over 2. Let's fill up the information. 7, here 7 plus 3 divided by 2. Okay, and then the other one is going to be negative 2 plus negative 8, still going to be negative 8 divided by 2. Okay, continuing the process. 7 plus 3 is going to give me 10. 10 divided by 2 is going to give me 5. Okay, negative 2, negative 8 is negative 10. Negative 10 divided by positive 2 is going to give me negative 5. So the center is going to be 5, negative 5. Okay. Okay, having said that, let's write now our equation. That's going to be x plus 5 square, okay, plus y, this is minus, so minus minus h, it's going to give me plus 5 square. Now, here we go again. I do not know my r squared. So, maybe I'm going to use my any point on this. Okay, let's try 7, negative 2. Here, that's going to be 7 plus 5 square plus negative 2 plus 5 square is equal to r squared. 7 plus 5 is 12 square. Negative 2 plus 5 is 3 square is equal to r squared. 12 square is 144 plus 9 is equal to our r squared. So 144 plus 9 is going to give you 153. Okay, 153 is equal to your r squared. Okay, so now let's put things together. So our equation here is going to be, the center is this one. So that's going to be x minus 5 square plus y minus 5 is going to give you plus 5 is equal to 153. Okay. Okay, the 153 is not so clear. So can I just write it down here? Down here. More spacious down here. Okay, so here. So that's gonna be x minus 5 square plus x minus 5 is gonna give you yx, it should be y. Y plus 5 is equal to 153. Okay, so this is your equation. So this is all for these circles in the coordinate plane. If you find this video helpful, share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.